government. And in fact, the Honorable Minister, Soita Shitanda, was guest of honor those 3 years.
Okay.
Yes. So we managed to accomplish this, and every time I look at the newspaper and I see the earnings from the diaspora are rising every year, regardless of what the economic situation is. And which sector is leading? Investment in the real estate. For me, I feel that's the highest point, that I was able to contribute just that little bit to the real estate industry.
Great stuff. Low point in that 17, 18 years?
In the 17, 18 years, I can say my lowest point was looking at the real estate industry in Kenya in the late 90s, when the rates of interest had gone up all the way to 32, 35%. And those who wanted to build homes could not do it because the rates of interest were very high. There was not, finance was not available. Today we look at the mortgage finance that's available at the low interest rates. Even if now it's gone up to about 2022, that is still going to come down. But there are more people who are able to build their homes today than in the late 90s.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that the mortgage financiers have gotten more confidence, in the real estate market, and they have been able to provide more products. They have expanded their range of products. There are more banks that are willing to give mortgage finance, and there are more banks that are willing even to finance the buying of land, which was not the case at the time.
True.
You needed to have security. How are you going to get security without, you already don't own anything.
Yeah.
So where do you start from? And people really struggle to put their savings together to build homes. But today I'm so happy just to see that there's a wider, range of property financing products that are provided by the property financiers, and more people are able to build their homes.
Okay. Okay, so when all is said and done, what legacy would you like to leave behind?
I really appreciate that question. On my part, I'd really like upcoming estate agents and those who want to train in our profession to know that this is a profession that is honorable. It is a profession where you meet so many people, and how you handle them reflects on those who are trying to be professional in the real estate business. So it is important to know which area you want to go into. You may not know that when you begin initially, but really the real estate industry is very wide, and there's plenty of room to keep expanding. You can come in as a developer and do it for profit. You can come in as a property manager and manage people's property for them, therefore letting them be free to continue developing more properties. You can come in as a marketer. All you do is market the different homes, and you make your livelihood just from marketing homes. And by the way, there's a whole spectrum in the marketing line, because you can specialize in marketing commercial, you can specialize in marketing residential, you can specialize in marketing industrial, or even farmland, agriculture. So there are so many different niches in this industry that we don't need to compete or to undercut each other. There's enough room for everybody. And it is important for all those who profess to be estate agents to do their work professionally and with honesty and integrity, so that when people hear you're an estate agent, you shine. Your honesty and integrity is the first thing that comes to mind in the mind of the client, and they do not run away from us for any other reason. Yeah.
Okay. So when you're not working, what do you do in your free time?
In my free time, I'm an ordained minister. I'm actually Reverend Catherine Kagiri.
Okay.
So I spend a lot of time reading the Word of God. I minister in different churches. I teach the Word of God. And yes, I also worship, singing. I sing praises to the Lord.
Okay.
I also like traveling, so we are always going out on missions to different places. I also attend international prayer conferences and minister. So basically that's what I do. If I'm not in the estate agency field,
You're a minister?
I'm ministering the word of God.
Ah, okay, so what advice would you give to the young people in high school who may be watching you right now about following this same career that you have done?
I would like to tell them it's a very satisfactory career. I have learnt a lot in my 18 or so years in the real estate industry. I have seen this nation's economy grow through the real estate industry. You can actually read the status of a nation's economy through the real estate industry. And I have been able to do that. I have seen, I have met many people in my line of business, from the lowest to the highest. I have seen the real estate development of this nation extend from areas we know to areas we do not even know now. Before, I knew exactly what was happening in this country in terms of real estate. But today there is so much going on. Now we have Konza City. I mean, that is just so amazing. We're talking in terms of developing cities, not developing estates. It is developing cities. And this is just so amazing. So if there's anything I can tell the young people today, is this industry. Real estate is an industry that is growing in many different directions. And there's a niche for everybody. I would highly encourage the young people to consider a career in real estate because one, it is a highly profitable industry. Two, it is very flexible because you are able to manage your time. You see, now I hold two different careers. And yet, I'm still earning a living. I don't rely on the church to support me. I'm earning a living and still ministering. Three, I'm able to contribute back to, one, to the industry because I am now a training consultant in real estate. So I train upcoming estate agents. I train marketers who are marketing real estate because of the experience that I've had. I train people who are setting up systems, policies, and procedures of their property management businesses or property management offices for those who manage their own properties because they still need training. So I'm able to give back that way. And I'm also able to give my own contribution to the church in terms of tithes and offerings because I'm making my own living. So I feel that the real estate industry is a profession. That is the real estate agency business is a profession which is satisfying in all areas. It's holistic. So if they're considering, it is a place where it is flexible. And actually, when I started out after graduating university, I was looking for a profession that was flexible. Yeah, I'm sorry, I was not one of those who wanted to be a doctor or a lawyer, or I was looking for a profession that would allow me to expand and not be confined in one
place.
Yeah.
Okay. Great stuff. We've been talking to Reverend Catherine Kagiri, and we're glad she made the time out of her busy schedule to come and speak to us. Asante.
Thank you so much.
The quote of the week is, on that note, we end the show. We hope you have been informed, educated, and entertained. Next week, we feature law as a career.
From 202, it's become a bit better. Before that, it was very difficult practicing actually in the area of land law because of the corruption. So sometimes titles will disappear.
You sure wouldn't want to miss that. It's been a great pleasure having you on board. Let's do this again next week.
I think it is a good business because people are getting money and houses are coming up. People are getting mortgages to buy land. That means that there's a lot of money to be involved in the process.
My opinion about real estate agents is that they bridge the gap, they save time, they are dependable, they help people in the society,